In the foothills of the Bosque de la Primavera here in Guadalajara, Mexico, Forge FC, the four-time champions of the Canadian Premier League, get set for arguably their toughest test ever. Their coach, Fernando Gago, has made 3 changes to his starting 11 tonight. And introducing Forge back in that 4-3-3. 3 changes for Bobby Smirniotis as well. Gutierrez. A long switch for Cowell, brings it down with ease. Played into the box, their first trip here. Colongo fully outstretched. Just enough to cover off that right post. He did indeed get a decisive touch to it. Chivas do have the corner.
Conceded 3 last week, but didn't really have a chance on any of them.
A right-footed in-swinger, 1 man in the 6, and everyone else breaks from the spot. Redirected immediately, it's bobbled! A mistake from Forge! You cannot do that against Chivas! Eric Gutierrez pounces a 2-yard tap-in. And Chivas take less than 8 minutes to get settled in this match. They lead by a 1-0, but crucially, that is now 4-1 on aggregate. Devastating starts for the side from Hamilton, Ontario. And the opening goal for Chivas at the weekend against Juarez off a corner, though it was a direct diving header. Lining up the shot, Torres considers, keeps it low, back for Torres, outside of his right foot, and Colongo makes the stop.
See just at the minute how Jonsson, this is an example of how he likes to step out in possession, and it's one of the ways, particularly against a team like Chivas, who are very kind of man-oriented in the way they press. One of the ways you can try and scramble them a little bit and move them around as you build up from the back.
It's a half opening now for Forge, a deflected shot from Badi Bonga. Well, it's a long way out, we know he can hit them. A good slide from Duncan. Again, that long ball from Becker to the middle. Campbell now has a shot that takes a bounce. Wally, who had not been tested through 36.5 minutes, responds well. Matusala, but he's able to stand up Cowell, which is not an easy thing to do. Jensen drifts over. Badi Bonga goes around the defender. Briseño slides, clipped in. Campbell lets it roll. Becker! Palm save by Wally. To the left shoulder of Jensen. Noah Jensen fires, tries to split the wickets of Wally.
Just isolate him on his own defensively. I think he's had a really strong 60 minutes tonight.
Sanchez leading. Cade Cowell lifts it high. Duncan out the back of his head. It goes on a deflection for the Chivas player's chest, settles down just in time for Marine to try. Padilla couldn't take Borges off the ball, but Brizuela stays in the right place. Oh, this is lovely from Chivas. Colongo palms it down, but nobody to cover up the follow-up attack. And it is Jose Castillo. He has sent Chivas through now. It is heartbreak from Forge, who did just about everything right for 15 minutes. Jabrapur, great turn to get free. He keeps, he shoots, and it's palmed down and wide by Oscar Wally. Take place, I believe. Forge goes short with the corner regardless. Becker back from Duncan. Badi Bonga to the loose space. Marine all the way back at his own byline. Duncan takes it off his feet. Jensen on his left, drives it and just about picks out that far corner. 3 passports in his safety deposit box. Spanish, Mexican, and English. Marine as Chivas look for a third. Colongo, good for the young man.
but I think they'll take a lot from this into the CPL campaign.
Becker hangs it high. Chouanier back towards the penalty spot. Lined up and hammered! Goal! Kevon Tavernier with quite the consolation prize, and his week just keeps on getting better. 17 years old from Brampton, Ontario. He says hello to Guadalajara, Mexico with a line drive. I beg VAR doesn't check that crosses the byline. It's going to be a heck of a trip back to school and a memory to take home from Mexico to Canada. Obviously, Forge with the bigger aspirations, the bigger dreams, but unfortunately for them, they run into a really well-oiled Liga MX side. They do get the goal away from home as Kevon Tavernier joins David Chouanier as those who have scored in Mexico for CPLers. But at full time, it is Guadalajara 2, Forge 1.